A lot of us are still unclear as to how cholesterol affects you and why is it so relevant to heart attack and stroke. I have here an ultrasound probe and an ultrasound machine. And with this tool, I can see inside my arteries. I can see the blood flowing. And what you'll see here is that these blue spots, there's tumbling in the arteries. I can see the blood spinning. So if you were to have had a dense LDL particle, the bad cholesterol, those are very dense. And when they come up the artery, they irritate the wall. They spin in there. And every once in a while, they get pushed into the lining of the artery. This right here is a model of what I'm talking about. And it's pretty accurate. We have this thin pink lining. This lining is alive, it breathes, it exchanges nitric oxide with the blood. And that molecule is the one that tells your vessels to dilate when you exercise or other activities. And when this layer gets compromised, that is the beginning of atherosclerosis. That is inflammation. Consequently, when those dense LDLs get stuck in the wall, when they aggregate, they become plaques, these growths or pimples, localized lesions in the article. I like to think of them as pimples because when they're fresh, they are runny and gooey and gross. And over time, the body will solidify it and they will materialize it into a mixed or heterogeneous plaque. Okay. So you have LDL, these dense molecules coming up the artery, and they spin with this bifurcation. They split into two, and there's turbulence in the blood, and they're dense, and they irritate the walls, this thin lining I'm telling you about. And every once in a while, they get pushed into that lining. They become immersed in the wall, and over time, they aggregate, and they kind of turn into foam cells. And these cells are runny and gooey and fatty, and you don't want them there. And if they pop, that goo, when it hits the blood, turns into a giant clot. And should that clot go to your heart or brain, that's a problem. I can see all this with my ultrasound machine. I've created a really interesting report to communicate it to you, and so that you can be heart attack proof. There are doctors and clinics in this country which guarantee a money back guarantee that you will not have a heart attack or stroke under their watch. I go to the conferences. I know what they talk about. I know the therapies they're interested in. And Vasolabs is aggregating all of that. And we're putting it on our website and we're going to give it to you. It's time the people take charge of their cardiovascular health. Vasolabs, let us know on our website that you're interested. Leave a link. And we will, how do I say that? On our website is a way for you to stay in contact with us. We will email you updates and science. And when we're in your area, please feel free to, I hate this crap.